Hey everybody, this is Zach Westy,
and Mr. Zones.
and today we're watching the first part of the finale of Season 1 of Out of Nowhere. That's
Episode
a mouthful.
6.
Yeah, Episode 6. Easier way of putting that.
A little bit.
Yeah. So this is the sci-fi episode.
Yeah,
and
you can kind of hear it in the music.
Yeah. And we're, it's been the thing that we've been building up to the end. This was definitely for obvious reasons, the hardest episode to write.
Yeah.
I remember sending you a message on Discord one day where I was like, I need your help. I got just scene 3 and was out of 16, and I was struggling with it, and you helped me finish at least the first act, because this was written in 3 acts.
Right, yeah.
Where episode 6 is Act 1 and episode 7 is Act 2 and 3.
Yeah. I thought I was there for all of it.
You might have been there for the beginning of Act 2, and I do know that I finished it by myself.
Oh, okay, that could be.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's just perfect. Well, then what's the plan? Plan? Plan is to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, so this is a really serious beginning.
Yeah, it's really kind of interesting hearing Shovelhead be that defeatist in a sense.
Which almost makes the Rem Tahayan seem even more
more terrifying.
Yeah, more terrifying, where it's Shovelhead's oh, we can take care of anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's always got an answer for everything, and his answer is to run when when he hears Rem Tahayans.
He's oh, we must be really bad off then.
Yeah.
There is no way we can take down the entire Rem Tahayan forces. Honestly, I'm surprised we still have a planet right now.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do?
We can run and hope that we are far enough away to not get caught by the invading forces.
Yeah, so this episode was it evolved over time, because after I had written the rest of the series and I'm writing episode 6, before then,
Really?
the idea that I had, of course, was that the Zeta Reticulans were going to be the main bad guys.
Yeah.
And then as we got along in the series, I think by the time that I had written episode 4,
That'll be enough time to gather.
at the very least, I had thought to myself, wouldn't it be more interesting if there's just something worse than the Zeta Reticulans?
Right.
Because it's that whole idea of amp it up to 11 with the stakes.
Yeah.
So it's the Zeta Reticulans are bad if they come and pillage this planet, but then it's oh man, then now there's something worse.
Yeah, space sharks.
Yeah, space sharks. If you haven't seen a previous episode, Rem Tahayans is Dutch for space sharks. So,
My best friend is a werewolf, so don't tell me what's impossible.
so
Did you do that all in one breath or something?
Yeah, yeah. I oftentimes do that when I'm recording.
Yeah.
It's a bad habit, but
Well, I mean, that one made a little more sense since you were distressed.
Defy the impossible.
yeah, I'm trying to state my case to Shovelhead.
I'll help you
Yeah.
in your fight to save your home planet.
So, yeah, so then once the Rem Tahayans came in, it's
There is one thing
the idea for the original finale was that we were going to team up with the U.S. government to fight the aliens, because he's Westy's the only person that has any interactions with aliens,
Right.
and it's well, you guys would know, and it's my whole job was a sham. I don't know why you're getting me to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
And but then it was after we had made the show the way that we did with all these interesting characters that come through, it's well, why don't we just bring them back for the finale?
Yeah.
and
And that's why writing the episode took so long.
yeah,
Because we realized how many NPCs we created and how what it was going to take to get them on board.
yeah.
And so we had to write a scene for each one of the people we were trying to get on board almost.
Right, and so
logical stuff.
yeah, and I tend to write things in 3-act structures to begin with,
Yeah.
and so when I got to the end of Act 1 and it was nearly 300 lines long,
Yeah.
which for reference, Get Lucky, which has the most amount of lines in an episode before episode 6, only had 250 some.
Yeah.
And so it was another 50 on top of that, and there's still the other 2 acts to write.
Right, exactly. That's why we had to break down episode 6 and 7 into 2.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
because we were originally hired on to do
Six
episodes.
Yeah.
But after we wrote that, we were like, hey,
Would you
how do you feel about
Yeah,
us,
would you mind us splitting it into two? And Metz, the guy who runs Start to Continue, which this series originally
premiered on?
Yeah, premiered on. Said, yeah, that's fine. And so we split it into 2 episodes.
Really? That's surprising.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It may not look it, but
Although episode 6 was actually like the last episode made.
Yes to that. Okay, good.
True.
Yeah, because I made them in 7 and 6 because I got all the lines at once.
Right.
Sure. It's gonna be pretty dangerous.
And I just figured that 7 would take a lot longer, so I wanted to get 7 out of the way to then get 6 done.
Yeah. I think I also had less lines in
Well, so
in
following
7 than I do 6.
yeah, following
And
episode
so
3.
it also was like when I sent the lines into you as well is what mattered.
Yeah,
Especially those
following yeah, and that was during like a.
you say.
So that was definitely during like the pandemic when everyone's like really getting like drained down by things.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
I don't know how much you want us to go into this, but
Yeah, no, it was just a difficult time for pretty much everyone.
yeah, and so it's like you don't want to be recording funny lines during that time.
Yeah.
All right. if you
And
get
so
it,
that was difficult when we're trying to make a funny show.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
And so
Imagine how well
I
that
started
makes
with
sense again.
Greg's shorter lines
short today.
to make it a bit easier.
Right.
But I feel like because these two were like made like back to back, where I say this constantly, where it's like there was like a 2-week period where I did nothing but like go to work, come home, work on an episode for like 4 hours straight, and then go to sleep, go back to work.
Yeah. Well, because by the time that I actually turned in the last lines.
There's no such thing as a gas-powered horse.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was not in the script at all.
Fine.
Sons?
Essentially, like Westy and Greg are supposed to go to the city, and then they're supposed to be taken back by Animo, and it's like, well, then they leave their car behind? That makes no sense. So what if they go there on horses? Well, then what do I do with the horses? And so I just made them explode. And then it's like, well, and then I put the line in, oh, well, the gas-powered horse line.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I want it done today.
Yeah, the return of the head honcho and Jez's Diner.
Yeah.
I want it done.
Which I was surprised. Jez's Diner did not give me as much problems when
The second
yeah
time around?
when I went back to it. I thought I'd have to like re-record that scene like 3 times due to Jez's Diner.
Yeah.
But
Well, that might be because we only had to deal with 2 characters.
yeah, and like 3 lines between the 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you'd be happy since we finally dealt with that jumpy little bitch.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recorded the lines for both Frankie and Johnny, obviously, but
Hey, boss, someone wants to speak with you.
Who has the nerve
yeah,
to
I used the exact same voice, and then I just like pitched it up by like
tell them?
half.
Yeah, like a half octave. Or
Yeah,
something
not
like
even
that.
a half octave. Literally like a single
What?
half step is what it's called.
Bring it.
Because I am musician.
Head honcho?
You. What are you doing here? You're foolish enough to come walking right up to me.
Love the attitude.
Yeah, Orc
Are
definitely
you here? because
definitely
I
did
sent
the
you
head honcho's attitude pretty well.
Yeah.
No, although I was meaning to ask about that.
Then why are you here?
One of the
All cut right to the
plaques
chase.
on the wall is
Alien
tilted.
disease.
Oh yeah.
Shit,
Never noticed that before.
city.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
Alien
Probably.
disease, and they're coming back.
Just to mess with people with
This time
OCD.
with an army that
Mhm.
will wipe
Yeah.
out the entire Earth.
You can see it.
Now, how do you know this again?
Because Tombstone, the town we live in, is an alien sanctuary.
That lamp
on
is
Earth.
green.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like what year is this set in? You know, it's like it's got to be like the 50s, 60s with some of the
That was
furniture.
hilarious. What exactly was that supposed
Um,
to accomplish again?
I don't know. Westy came up with the plan.
And it
So
was a good plan. I just
yeah.
didn't account for wind resistance.
there was just so much moving parts to this episode.
Yeah.
Like,
Do I need to
Many steps.
yeah, this scene in particular was like one of the longest scenes by itself.
Yeah,
So
I think this
effect-
is one of the longest scenes we've ever written.
Yeah. So effectively, in the movies,
Right, we came here
if a movie is like longer than like 5 minutes, it essentially like starts to break down. So we like break up all our movies into scenes and then put all the scenes together to make like an episode.
Right. Yeah.
And so this scene, if I remember correctly, was like 5 or 6 minutes long.
Give or take. Yeah.
Yeah, and as compared to the other scenes, which are like 3 to 2 minutes long.
Right.
It was like, whoa, when I got done with this one, I was like, oh, man. And, like, this is near the end of the process, too, where I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I was completing about a scene a day.
Yeah.
I respect you.
Which is fair.
As far as I can respect.
Well, this one might have taken 2 days. I can't even.
Humiliating.
I mean, it is a long one, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
All of you, just as once.
All one
You
word.
gotta do it.
Yep. Jesus
once.
You must pay back all.
This was one of my favorite lines to write.
Oh yeah.
And the way that he delivered it was just perfect.
Yeah, because I helped with this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
$7.
Well, the second that was like, you got to pay back all of his debts, it's like, it's got to be some ludicrously low amount to be like upset about, but like, not so ludicrously low that you wouldn't be upset about it, but something where it's like a mob boss would be upset about it.
Consider eating.
What was that?
That was my fiance calling me. I'll have to call her back after this.
On our side now.
I'll send her a text real quick if you want to just. Do you have any like fun memories of the series at all?
Well, considering I really wasn't able to do much in the ways of like editing other than episode 2 and 3, just the time that we spent making the episodes was some of the most fun I've had.
That's great, but it's still not enough. We're gonna need a lot.
Being like any time that I'm hanging out with you and stuff, making those episodes has always
Yeah.
been such a blast, which is why I'm really glad that we're able to get together more often.
Yeah.
now to be able to do like season 2 and stuff.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to season 2.
Yeah.
Like at this point in time, we only have like one episode written for season 2.
Yeah.
But it's probably one of some of the best work we've ever done.
I would agree.
Yeah. At least for the movies, anyways.
You know,
Oh yeah, we made this like weirdly emotional between the gangsters.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to like give the head honcho an ending arc.
Yeah, some closure, you know?
Yeah, because we're probably not going to return to these characters. Like, not to.
Yeah.
It's just. There's not much of a reason to come back to them, so I just
yeah,
wanted to give them like a
they've
proper
served
send-off.
their purpose.
Yeah, I wanted to give them a proper send off. So,
Shit. Yeah, boss. You inspire us every day to become the
but then like as I'm writing the scene, I'm realizing how sappy and stupid it is.
Right.
So I have to make fun of that.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
sign up for this sappy drama. We need fearless gangsters.
Because I think I remember reading that for the first time, and I was almost like in the exact like attitude that I'm saying. Like, we didn't sign up for this sappy drama.
Yeah.
I was not ready for today.
Originally, that was all three of you saying that, Johnny, Frank, and the head honcho. But since you play both Johnny and Frank, it was like too difficult to distinguish them all.
Oh yeah.
And also, it's really hard to distinguish like Johnny and Frank going the Devil Sons from Greg saying it.
Yeah.
So we just made it the head honcho.
Mhm.
Oh, come on. I won't tell no one.
All right, fine. It malfunctioned after it tried to kill my invincible girlfriend and failed to do so.
You don't have to lie to me.
So the one really cool thing about this show is that it's like, even though it's like been about 2 years at this point, I still find it enjoyable.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the first time that's happened for me.
We have
For a show that we've made, because like with the old show that we're talking about, it's like that was hard to go back to after a while.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because like
Are the sunglasses on Odd Man part of the costume, or is that something you added?
I think I added it.
Okay, because I knew about the like halo around the face kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
Those,
his
like,
hair.
Yeah, it's actually a hairstyle you can
Yeah,
choose.
that's just a hairstyle. You can see another alien creature in the bar at one point has that hairstyle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's like a half a second. I think that character is beating on a different character, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
And then this is a hat, though, right?
They're all hairstyles, essentially.
Oh, that's also a hairstyle?
Like, there's not necessarily... No, yeah, that's a hairstyle.
Oh, okay.
I guess there are hats in this game when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, there are. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, that's a hairstyle.
Okay.
Because, like, the hats are, like, things that always go, like, on top of the head. And then, like, on top of the model as well.
Right, yeah.
Whereas, like, hairstyles are always these weird monstrosities.
Yeah, it was like, my character wears a hat. Don't talk to me about not having
Yeah,
hats.
yeah. Well, I was thinking, like, for a half a second there, that I was like, oh, you know, we would then have to, like, select the hairstyle that has, like, the hat on it, but that's not how the game works.
Thankfully.
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare.
There are some video games out there that only have hats with a specific hairstyle.
Well, and especially, like, older games.
Yeah.
Because it's just a nightmare trying to get all these, like, variations and models.
Oh, yeah. Assets are not easy.
Yeah.
No need. We already had a run-in with your robots.
Yeah, this is the start of Animo's, like, change in personality in
Yeah.
a sense.
I think it was really the road trip.
Of the town of Tombstone.
Ultimately, that line right there
Yeah,
is
yeah.
kind of the shifting point for him, where he's just like, oh, wait!
Yeah, like, he's like... And it's so weird that it's like, this is a town that he's failed to kill, and he's, like, treating them like they're celebrities.
Yeah.
It's just so...
Girlfriend can't be.
That's just how insane he
That's
is.
just so Animo.
That's just so Animo.
That's so Animo.
Actually, convenient.
For those of you that don't know, we're going to be making a spin-off series called That's So Animo here in the next couple of days.
Oh, it's
Don't come after us, Disney.
Yeah, no.
Let's head out.
Oh, the little smile at the
He
end.
runs the wrong way out of the shit.
I never even thought of that. Let's head out!
Jumps out the window.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so that's one of the foreshadowing for future things to come, maybe.
Never trust crazy.
Yeah, never trust crazy.
Yeah.
I like how Animo has like such a normal looking car.
Yeah.
This was like one of our favorite scenes.
Yeah, we had to
Oh.
hone it in because we just kept writing it and we're like, this is gonna go too long. We need
this
to
is going
stop
to
at
become
some
an
point.
episode if we're not careful.
Yeah.
Very well.
It's just so like these four characters together, just like
It's called Eyes.
especially like the beginning of like
I will destroy
Sassy Greg,
Spy.
Westy just being who he is, and then Animo and his weirdness, and Head Honcho not wanting to deal with any of it.
Yeah.
We know how to play.
See?
Yeah.
I spy something with my little eyes. Something that is green.
In the desert. It's probably
Yeah, we're probably just gonna be silent watching this because we like this scene so much.
Now it's yours.
Oh, this is a different backdrop than the one that I'm for like the desert road.
Something
Yeah.
bald.
Are we driving backwards?
No.
Well, that narrows it down.
That
So
doesn't look like
original-
we're driving backwards, but anytime it looks back at me, it looks like
Yeah.
we're driving backwards.
So-
See, look. the grass is going this way.
Yeah, fair enough.
We're driving backwards.
Animo just like decides to go back and forth to just.
He would do that. That's
Yeah.
so Animo.
Yeah, that's so Animo.
Sand.
Damn, how did you know?
We are in the desert.
So, originally, at one point they're like, "Oh man, he's bald" or whatever. Originally, Head Honcho and Dr. Animo were
We're
bald.
supposed to be bald.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I remember.
Honcho looked weird without like hair, so I gave him hair. But I didn't change the line because I thought it'd be funny to make it that obvious.
Yeah.
No fun. Oh, look, we're here.
I mean, we had already made Head Honcho before you made.
I don't know.
Before you wrote that episode.
Because like that might have been between the gap because we completed like half of episode 2.
Hey,
Oh, and
so
we
you've
hadn't
been able
made
to
the
gather
head
Yeah, we hadn't
honcho
made the
yet.
Head Honcho yet because we didn't have an actor at that point.
interesting
That's fair.
experience.
What have you done with him?
With who?
The 50s robot?
They never even like
Take me at
And that's another way you can know that it's happening all in the same day.
Yeah, they did.
Because like the robot
is-
never even got picked up.
Yeah,
It's
which
just
is-
still on the floor.
So as I'm writing these things, I'm thinking of the episodes as like different days essentially, and
Yeah.
it didn't occur to me that 5, 6, and 7 essentially occur all on the same day.
we accidentally made it happen
Yeah.
on the same day.
I did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
Or garlic bread. Someone who needs more sunscreen than the pasties.
I added this. Originally, he doesn't say all this
Right.
in the script. I just added it because I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Westy, if you're about to say what I think you're going to say, I'm gonna lose it.
Shovelhead, is there a way to wake Nillabog?
God damn it.
Oh my god! I loved how much that like timed up with your like, God damn it!
My character model doing that.
Yeah,
And,
like that happens so often in the movies. It's not even funny. Where
And
it's
we
like,
accidentally time it
Yeah,
that
we
way.
accidentally
can't even like take credit for that most of the time.
Yeah,
We're like,
like
oh,
it-
that was perfect.
yeah, we'll just throw something into a scene and it'll be like perfect. Oh yeah, they're
Don't even
complex.
touch it.
Yeah, don't touch it. The complex.
I don't know how many times I've ever said, "Don't touch it." Like it's just
Yeah.
like, wait, don't even touch it. This is perfect.
Yeah, I know. Oh man.
5 more minutes.
That's got to be the smallest interval,
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
considering
Here's the deal.
Well, it's
episode 4 and episode 5 were probably like
Wipe out the earth.
a couple. of them.
maybe a week between
Yeah, maybe
or
a
something.
week. It's at least sometime between like lunar cycles because
Yeah.
we had sat down and like or I had sat down and tried to figure out like the timeline here.
Oh, for my character and stuff.
Yeah,
When it
because
comes
it's
to the moon. And,
it's at the very least like the 16th. That's what day it is today.
yeah.
16th of what? Who knows?
What year exactly?
Yeah.
Please help us count Nillabog.
Music to my ears.
And I remember it was like I like figured out what year it was.
Yeah.
Where it would be like it'd be a full moon on the 16th.
Wow.
And then like
Very pragmatic.
allows November 22nd to not be a full moon.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah.
Charming.
Just me talking to myself.
Yep. So I think it's about a month apart, if I remember correctly.
Okay. And then 5, 6, and 7 all happened in the same day.
Yeah. Because episode 1
Sorry, he'll sort
is,
himself
you know,
out.
the start. Episode 2 happens about a day later.
Mm-hmm.
And episode 3 happens about a week later from episode 2.
Okay.
Episode 4 happens like a month later, or like it's not necessarily stated how long it is. It's just
Right.
not enough time has passed for like a full moon to occur.
Yeah, exactly.
And then episode 5, 6, and 7 are
Been so long.
who knows how long, but not a full moon has occurred yet.
yeah, exactly.
Star Wars something. I remember stuff.
Although 4 is like said to be November 22nd.
40 years
Like,
Were a lot of people angry at the time?
I think so.
Well, that narrows it down to a 30-year span.
that's like one of the first times we've mentioned outside media, right?
Required. Eliminate town of
Yeah, I think so.
stone.
Yeah. No, I mentioned James Bond at one point.
Robot reset.
Also, Target and Walmart.
Yeah, I guess. That's not media.
No, I said I thought you were just talking about like outside.
Yeah,
Looks like
fair
it's the
enough.
Source.
one that we can gather.
Ah, yes,
Hey.
Jordan. Because I completely forgot about his character throughout the season. So this was like my apologies to Jordan for not including him in the season.
Yeah, he seemed to be okay with it.
Yeah, he was fine with it.
I'm sure he was pretty busy.
Yeah,
Running his
He's
own
a
channel and
pretty,
stuff.
Yeah, he's a pretty busy dude. Check out Jordan K
Looks like they
Games on
finally
Twitch.
arrived. Let's go give our guests a warm welcome.
Yeah, and that's episode 6.
Yeah, I constantly forget like how the episode ends. It's just like, oh hey, there's somebody here. Oh okay, let's go.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, so yeah, I did help write
yep.
this one.
Well, and the way that I credited like the last 2 is really weird because, yeah, I credited you as helping me write episode 6, but I didn't necessarily credit you writing episode 7, even though you helped me write a fair bit of the beginning of Act 2.
Right. Yeah.
But then it's like, I don't know. It was always weird trying to figure out those types of credits.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Crediting is not an
Not
easy
an-
thing
it's
to
not an art.
determine. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's not like scientific at times. Because you have like moments where, you know, Kelsey inputted a couple of lines in episode 5. Did she technically help me write it?
Right. Yeah.
And then like Jordan had ad-libbed some of his lines in episode 1. Did he technically write it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That kind of stuff is hard to determine sometimes.
yeah.
All right, one more episode.
Just one more to go. Thanks for sticking around this far. Hope we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. See you around.
See you around.